Hi, this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu once again. Thank you for the tremendous response for my case study, earlier case study. Yes, we have got some angry uh, messages, telephone calls from those who are affected. But as you know, this is a channel where we shall always stand by the truth and we shall not be scared to expose anybody, however big he may be. If someone is not acting in public interest and if someone is working against the interest of the city which we love the most, we shall expose them. The next case study is another very interesting story. The story goes more than 15 years ago when a colony belonging to MHADA in a very prime area in southern part of Mumbai, in Worli to be very precise, decided that they needed to go for redevelopment. There were 12 buildings, just ground plus 3 storied buildings, which had about near about 200 members in all the 12 buildings put together. I think 180 or something in the 12 buildings put together. So there were few buildings and members. There was a lot of open area in between buildings. So when the members met to discuss redevelopment, they said, yes, we need redevelopment. But we have so much open area. Is it not possible that we will ask for a builder to build in the open area and then we move from our existing building into the new building directly and then our existing buildings get demolished? Some experts were approached and some of them even met me, and I gave them an opinion that that is possible. That if there is a vacant plot, then on that open plot the building can come and from the old building people can move into the new building. Exactly the same strategy is now being adopted for the BDD Charles development, wherein the existing residents don't have to move from their buildings. The new building will be built on a relatively vacant plot or plot between two buildings. And once the new building, which is a multi-storied building, is complete, the tenants will shift from the old buildings into the new building and then the old building gets demolished and the land on which these buildings stood, another new building will come. So that was the strategy that they did. They called for several builders and they selected one builder. And they made the builder agree that the builder will build in the vacant plot and not disturb the buildings and hand over the possession of the flats in the new building and the people from old building will shift. The 12 buildings, mind you, were reasonably in good shape and the builder knew that, and there was an MOU signed between the builder and the cooperative housing society. After a few months, MHADA authorities sent notices to the 12 buildings saying that your buildings are in dilapidated condition. The cooperative society members were taken aback because their buildings were relatively strong and there was no problems with the building. But yet, the MHADA authorities, for whatever reason, gave a notice of dilapidated buildings. Some society members went to structural engineers and inspected their building, and the structural engineer said that small little repairs need to be done. Not that the building is totally non-repairable or very good, because the building was more than 50 years ago, so wear and tear has taken its toll. but the buildings can be repaired and the buildings are definitely not in dangerous condition. However, MHADA insisted that the buildings are to be repaired and you repair them and put them in order. The members then went to the builder and said that you repair our building. He said, no, that was not agreed in the MOU. I am not willing to repair your building. You vacate the buildings immediately. The members said, we do not want this builder. They passed a resolution and the builder was removed. The builder went to the High Court, and as you know, an MOU doesn't have much of a legal standing. And whatever is promised in the MOU, if the builder is not willing to follow it up with a proper agreement, then the society is not duty bound to stand by the builder. The builder lost in the High Court. He went to the Supreme Court feeling that the poor middle class from Worli will never be able to fight him in the Supreme Court. Yet the members went with some lawyers to Delhi and fought their case in the Supreme Court. Fortunately, the Supreme Court read the entire papers and sympathized with the people, and the builder's petition was thrown out. So builder number 1 gets removed. There was a lull in the middle and people, some of them came to me. I told them that you have taken a bad experience with the builder. Now don't take similar experiences again with the builder. Try and consider the self-redevelopment route. This was over 10 years ago. But in the general body, there were very wise people, very clever people who did not want the self-redevelopment route. They said, no, we will try another builder. Again, there were advertisements were given and builders were called and several builders were interviewed. And a new builder was selected. This time they put a condition when selecting the builder, that the builder shall repair all the 12 buildings, put them in proper structural stable condition, fulfill all the requirements of stability that MHADA requires. Not just that, get an engineer from the IIT to certify that the building will be strong and nothing will happen to the building for 10, 15, 20 years as the case may be. The builder should spend this money upfront, and only such builder who will spend such money upfront will be appointed. Different builders gave their proposals for repairs. The committee and the general body selected one builder and decided to appoint him. The builder went further ahead and repaired the building, set aside a fund for the repairs. Each building individually was inspected and all the buildings were collectively inspected, repaired to the satisfaction of all the members. Not just that, the structural engineer certified all the 12 buildings to be in perfect condition, structurally stable condition, saying that now they don't require repairs. All the requirement of repairs of all the 12 buildings have been fulfilled, done. MHADA gave a certificate that buildings are in good condition. The IIT engineer gave a certificate that buildings are in good condition. And suddenly the CRZ norms came in. The earlier CRZ norms, the MHADA colonies were entitled to certain minimum FSI, up to 2 FSI. Whereas under the new CRZ norms, the MHADA colonies are entitled to 4 plus fungible plus the surplus area of the entire plot which comes as pro rata, means roughly about 6 FSI is available generally to the societies. So in this, which is a 3-acre plot, which means about 12,000 square meters, the existing members would not get more than 2 lakh square feet. And under the new scheme of things, the builder would easily be getting 12,000 square meter multiplied by 6. So about 7 to 8 lakh square feet. Giving 2 lakh square feet to the existing people, the builder can get 5 or 6 lakh square feet for sale. Now in this condition, they handed it over to the builder. They handed over their houses about 7 years ago. Initial was a honeymoon period where they got their rents. Some got 70,000, some got 80,000, some got lakh of rupees. So far so good. But how did this approval come from MHADA? All MHADA colonies did not get this FSI. Only such colonies where buildings were in dilapidated condition were in those days allotted this FSI. Now, were these buildings in dilapidated condition? No, they were initially shown as such. But then the builder had repaired all the 12 buildings, spending crores of rupees, and given a certificate that these are not in dilapidated conditions. But in order to get the new FSI that is available for buildings in dilapidated conditions, overnight the committee sat and decided that the buildings should be demolished. Because if the buildings remained there and the new building would come, someone would complain and the buildings would be inspected, and this would be clear that the buildings are not dilapidated and have been repaired and not in dangerous condition. So in order to hide their faults, the committee members decided that this demolition should happen and the building should be completely demolished. And overnight, some members protested, but they were few, and the High Court said if the majority want the buildings to be demolished, who are we to stop the society from demolishing the buildings? And all the buildings were demolished 7 years ago. And out of those 7 years, last 3 years, the rent has not been paid. They should have learnt a lesson. They are getting 2 lakh square feet, less than 2 lakh square feet. The total area available for the developer may be about 7 lakh square feet. So the developer gets 5 lakh square feet, even if he sells it at 50,000 rupees per square feet, even then he makes 2,000 crores profit. The net worth of this property would be 3,000 crores. If the members themselves do it, they can get 1,600 square feet each and a corpus fund of 1 crore square feet per member. That is possible if they would go under the self-redevelopment scheme. But no one discussed self-redevelopment there. Some members tried to raise it, but they were shooed and they were not permitted. What actually happened is they sat and they said that this scheme is not working. This builder is not giving us our rent, and the builder's company may be declared to be bankrupt. So let us remove this builder. So the second builder who had repaired the entire building, who had started the work, has been removed by a resolution. It is not known whether the builder will go to court against his removal or what. That is not yet clear. We had thought that the members will think twice before jumping into any conclusion, even at this stage. But can you be surprised? Instead of calling for further tenders from the builders, the members went back to the same builder whom they had removed 10 years ago or 12 years ago, and who had gone to the High Court against them, and they had fought him in the High Court, who had gone to the Supreme Court and they had fought him in the Supreme Court. Now they have gone back to the same builder. And I understand that in a general body meeting, everyone said, okay, let's go back to the same one. They say politics makes strange bedfellows. But redevelopment really makes more strange bedfellows. A developer who was termed to be a cheat, against whom the whole society rebelled because he did not follow what he promised to them. A builder against whom they thought that we cannot trust him because he has colluded with the public authorities in declaring our building dangerous when they were not dangerous at all. A builder who was not willing to fulfill the conditions which he initially agreed. A builder who was removed unceremoniously, who went to the court and against whom the society won the court case in the High Court and also won in the Supreme Court. Now the same builder is being welcomed with open arms to come back. The issue is whether the new builder will also deliver what they should be. And what are the people losing? Let's just understand. 12,000 square meter land giving 7,20,000 square feet. The existing members are getting a total of 2 lakh square feet at the most. The remaining area, that's 5,20,000 square feet, is being sold. Now at 50,000 rupees per square feet, also about 3,000 crores will be collected from this property. Let us examine what would be the expenditure. For 7 lakh square feet, even if you take 4,000 rupees per square feet, it would not cost more than 300 crores. Another 100 crores for infrastructure, 400 crores. Another 100 to 200 crores paid to MHADA as premium for all the land and FSI that MHADA gives. Even if you take that to be 300 crores, even then 500, 600, 700 crores. Revenue is 3,000 crores. That means this society is actually giving 2,300 crores for a builder to take away from their property, which otherwise under the self-redevelopment scheme, they could have got it. Assuming they would have spent much more, assuming in place of 50,000 rupees per square feet, they would have sold it at 30,000 rupees per square feet. Assuming they would have sold it at 25,000 rupees per square feet. Even then they would get 1,500 crores. After paying all the expenditure, they could still give 1 crore of rupees per member after giving every member 1,500 square feet. That is even today possible. Every member of this society can get 1,500 square feet where the builder was promising 1,000 square feet only. 50% more than what a builder can give. And builder is giving some paltry amount as corpus here. 1 crore per member can come in as corpus so that maintenance would be permanently free if the people come together and do it on their own. So the self-development is so much profitable for these people, but people don't want to listen because builder manages the cooperative society office bearers, builder manages some key members, and all these people, all they are interested is what rent I am going to get tomorrow. 3 years I have not get the rent, I want the builder to give me all the rent. It doesn't matter if he takes 2000 crore away for getting a few lakhs of rupees as rent. 3 years rent, even if you take at lakh rupees per month in 3 years, 36 lakhs. For 36 lakhs, you are giving away 3 to 4 crores per member for getting a rent of 36 lakhs. This is unfortunately the tragedy of what is happening. And this is happening in prime areas. This is happening in areas like Worli. And this is one society. There are several in a line which are going for redevelopment. Despite explaining to people, despite the people there being educated, despite knowledge, full knowledge that all this profit can go to you, I am shocked to know that they are once again going to the same builder whom they had rejected, against whom these cases they had won. This is unfortunately the tragedy of my city, the Mumbai. The maximum city, the city which we all love, but the city which is looted and the city where we permit ourselves to be looted. No one can be blamed in this case. The members, despite full knowledge of what they can get, what they are losing, what they are missing, for their future generation, those who are earlier occupying barely 300 or 400 square feet can get 1,500 square feet, but they are not going for that. They are going for a builder scheme for half the area, for lesser area, just because he is giving the rent. But by throwing crumbs as rent, the builder is managing to purchase the conscience of the people. Our heart cries and bleeds for these people. But this is unfortunately the story of Mumbai. This is yet another case study where some people have gained, the builder has gained. The politicians who are clearing all that are not intervening or interfering for whatever reason. But Mother Mumbai has lost. The city of gold, the city which does not sleep, the city which is always active, the city which we all love is losing day by day. It doesn't give us pleasure to talk about these stories. It doesn't give us pleasure to give these case studies. But we give these case studies so that the others should understand what they are losing. So all those who are seeing this video, my humble request, please, please, please don't fall into the trap of builders. Understand the scheme completely and get whatever benefits you can get from the land that is available to you and make the maximum of redevelopment for the future generations. With this is Chandrashekhar Prabhu bidding you au revoir, promising you that we shall be back with more case studies and more such topics, though we are not very happy about it, but still we will come with more such case studies for you. Bye for now.